One of the things that we'll be working on today is just allowing your body to move in a way that feels really liberating for it. So the idea of asana, of the physical movement in yoga, is to clear the energy channels so that you can be as pure and focused and steady as possible in preparation for meditation. So if you've got time after class, then by all means, hang out and get a little bit of meditation in. If I was teaching a 75-minute class, I might create a little more space for that. But today we've got 60 minutes to get your body moving and have fun with that, right? There are no rules, props if you need them. Block is going to be a great option for some of our standing and kind of stretching things, but definitely not crucial. You'll do fine if you don't have a block. Yay. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop that screen share so that I can see all your faces and connect for a second before we get cruising. Yay. Hi. Okay, cool. Let's see, can you see my yoga mat? I think so. There we go. Okay. I got to adjust my screen. Okay. Yay. Perfect. All right. Well, we're going to get started then, just seated. Why don't you, we can start our music. Let's start our music together. We won't spend too long in a seat because I do want to get you moving and grooving in your body. We'll start seated with your eyes closed. If that feels comfortable, you can have your eyes open. And we'll start the music together in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So music can be at whatever volume isn't distracting to you, but that's going to give you a little bit of a sense of rhythm in your body, because that's such a key piece of how I like to approach vinyasa, and especially power vinyasa yoga, is by tapping into the rhythm of our heartbeat and the kind of rhythm and flow that we can access through a practice like this. So bring your hands wherever's comfortable, whether that's down on your lap, facing up or facing down. You can bring your hands over your heart. You can just rest them by your side. I'm going to take 5 deep Ujjayi breaths. Inhale through your nose, draw your breath all the way down to the base of your spine, expand your rib cage side to side and front to back. That was a big inhale. Exhale, reverse it. Lift your belly, activate your core, relax your shoulders, and let everything empty. 4 more just like that. Biggest breaths you've taken all day. Fill up, fill up, fill up, fill up, fill up to the very top. And then through your nose, exhale with power, with intention, with purpose, right? These 60 minutes are different than the way that you've spent the rest of your day and the way that you will continue to spend it. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Nice job. 2 more Ujjayi breaths. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. That means activate your core to push out every last drop of air. Good. 1 more deep breath in. And deep breath out. So you can let your breath kind of fall back into a natural rhythm, but just add a little bit more intention. Inhales and exhales through your nose. They don't have to be as dramatic, as big, as powerful, but we want to keep some of that heat working to help facilitate that drive that we need in class. And as we move today, it's going to be about finding that self-reflection of the way that we get into patterns and how we're able to move in new and more freeing ways. That's the evolution. So step 1 is reflection, step 2 is evolution, and then step 3 is to repeat that. So if we can make every single posture full of that reflection, the evolution, and then repeat, that's how we transform. I'm gonna meet you in tabletop. Bring your hands on to underneath your shoulders, spread your fingers nice and wide. We'll start with cow-cat. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your hips, open your heart. Exhale, cat pose, tuck your chin, round your spine, activate your deep core. Go 3 more. Inhale, cow pose. Lift your hips, lift your head. Exhale, cat pose. Lift your belly, lift the back of your spine. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Find a nice neutral tabletop. Plant your left hand down, reach your right arm up, stretch through your right fingers, look up. And exhale, thread the needle, right arm underneath your left. Bring your right shoulder and your right ear to the mat so that your neck is not strained. And then from here, option to reach your left fingertips forward to the top of your mat, or you can go half bind. Those of you ready to advance and up level, you'll curl your right toes under for balance and extend your left leg behind you. Now option to stay or plant, lift your left leg up in the air. So whether you are in that full twist or you're just in a very mild variation of your thread the needle, dial back up your breath. Right? We arrive, we reflect on what our body needs, we evolve the posture to meet that. Take a deep breath in And exhale, release, come back out of it. A little counter twist if you'd like. And we'll switch, plant your right palm. Inhale your left fingers to the ceiling, look up. Exhale, thread the needle on the left arm down, left ear down. You can tent up your fingers, or you can go for a half bind. If you are trying that balance on this side, you'll curl your left toes under, kick your right leg back behind you, and then play with lifting from the heavy part of your right thigh. So think hamstring and glute versus just the heel. You're still breathing, you're still in it, you're rocking it for 3, 2, back to your tabletop on 1. Spread your fingers wide. 1 more, cow pose. And 1 more, cat pose. Inhale, neutral, downward facing dog. Let your hips lead the way up and back. Spread your fingers wide, pedal out your legs. Nice job. Push down through your palms so you've got a little bit more elevation of your shoulders away from your wrist. Then can you lift your hips away from your shoulders? Almost like I was there to come behind you, grab onto your hips, give you a lift up and a press back. Now come back to that big breath. Inhale, 360 degrees into the ribs. Exhale from your core, push out all of your air. 2 more times, big breath in. Looks great, Tracy. Exhale, big breath out. Nice, last one. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, look between your palms, step your right foot wide of your right hand. It's almost like a high runner's lunge. So right foot's gonna come out wide of your palm. And then step your left foot in for a runner, frog squat rather, heels in, toes out. So I'll show this from the front. If you need to here, you can sit on your blocks so you get a little extra oomph, or you can bring your feet a little bit wider if you need some space. Press your elbows into your knees and then drive your palms together so you have a little bit more power from the center of your body, helping to open up the hips so it doesn't have to be so much into the low body right now. Awesome. Welcome, Kaya. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your palms, lift your hips, and bring your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Look forward. Exhale, forward fold, look down. Inhale, tall mountain. Rise up to Tadasana. Extend your fingers up towards your ceiling. Press back down into the soles of both feet so that you activate your legs. So that strong root through the 4 corners of your feet is what's going to allow that extension up through your fingers. Now interlace your fingers to a steeple grip. Nice job, drive your shoulders back. We're gonna go hot yoga variation for our Sane. Inhale, lift your waistline. Exhale, side stretch over to the right. Ardha Chandrasana in hot yoga terminology, or just a side stretch for our power vinyasa. Use your inhales to lengthen your left side body. Exhale to crunch in deeper to the right. Inhale back to center, keep your grip. Exhale, half moon stretch over towards the left. And notice your hips. If they're rocking out of alignment, pull your right hip back, hug your shoulder heads down, hollow out your armpits. Inhale back to center. And exhale, baby back bend. Look up at your thumbs, then trace your pointer fingers along your ceiling. Anchor your tailbone down to keep your belly muscles active. Micro tuck your chin and extend the tips of your ears to the corner wall behind you. Inhale back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Tuck your chin, bow, and release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And step your left leg back to a lunge. So left leg back. Drop your left knee down, crescent moon. Reach your arms up. Should feel pretty nice after that back bend to open up and stretch the left hip flexor. Get a little bit more length in your spine. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms. Shoot your right foot back. Hold and breathe in your plank. Push your palms into your mat to lift your armpits up. It's almost like your legs just became 10 pounds lighter. Rotate the inseam of your pant legs towards the ceiling. Then gaze down the length of your nose. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, lower all the way to your mat, nice and slow. Take 3 rolling cobras. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Lift your kneecaps by pressing the tops of your feet down. Exhale, forehead to your mat. 2 more times. Inhale, lift and lengthen from the front to the back. Exhale, forehead down. Last time, inhale, Bhujangasana, cobra. Exhale, forehead down. Curl your toes through tabletop press and downward facing dog land. Good, inhale, look forward, step your left foot wide of your left palm. We're gonna repeat that on the other side. Frog squat malasana. Bring your right foot up to meet the left, heels in, toes out. And this time, we're gonna challenge the low body to open slightly more. As long as your low back feels comfortable, interlace your hands and take them to the base of your neck. Now press the back of your head into your palms. You feel that in the legs? Yeah. Press your elbow tips out wide, and as much as possible, lift your chest like you were standing in mountain pose. You got it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your palms, lift your hips, and bring your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain Tadasana with a steeple grip. Find that interlace. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Inhale, center, just one time each side. Exhale, side stretch to the left. Inhale, center, lift up first, look up. Exhale, back bend. Now you can stay or interlace your hands behind your head. Point your elbows up like you are scooping the baseline of your neck away from the rest of your body. Lean back into it, tighten your belly for 3, 2, back to center on 1. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your right foot back to your lunge. Crescent moon, drop your right knee this time. Reach your arms up. Smooth out your tailbone. Lift and lengthen the front line of your body so that you can create that extension along the back line. Breathe in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palm, step back. Hold your body, not your breath. Stay in your plank. Notice the mental kind of record that plays when you hit a posture that you've been in often, but that might feel a little bit challenging, right? Are you trying to get out of plank as quickly as possible? You stay in it. Draw the frontal points of your hips towards your belly. Hi, Betty. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. At the same time, dial the eyes of your elbows, the bendy part, forward. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, lower to your mat. Good. Inhale, Bhujangasana, 3 times, lift. Exhale, forehead down. Inhale, cobra pose, maybe a little bit higher this time. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale, cobra. Exhale, down, tabletop or high plank, you choose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And big breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. We're gonna change it up a little bit. Exhale, right foot outside of your right hand. All right, rather than frog, we're gonna take a runner's lunge cow pose. Inhale, drop your left hip, lift your chest. You can press your right knee out to the right. Then exhale, it's more of like a pyramid cat variation. Tuck your chin, straighten-ish your right leg, and round your spine. Twice with breath. Inhale. Drop down, look up for your cow variation. Exhale, pull in and look in for your cat variation. Nice, one more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale back through that runner's lunge. Take your right foot to center, grounded airplane. So the right toe is pointing in line with the right knee. Use your peace fingers for stability. Level your left hip in line with your right. You add a little bit of lift to the outer part of your right leg. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Place your left toes next to your right. Inhale, high mountain. Last time, interlace your fingers. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side stretch left. Inhale, center, look up. Exhale, back bend, straight arms, or you can take the base of your skull with your palms. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Left leg back, low lunge. Crescent moon, just one breath, reach up. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step back. This time, chaturanga, lower halfway down with your elbows close. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your belly. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips. Nice job. Inhale, your left leg high, kick. Left foot, left hand. Inhale, runner's lunge cow, drop your right hip, lift your chest. Exhale, runner's lunge, cat. Straighten your left leg, tuck your chin. 2 more times. Inhale, lower your hips, lift your gaze. Exhale, lift your hips, round your spine. 1 more. Inhale, drop it. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale to center. You'll work your left foot back to midline. Grounded airplane, launch straight forward onto your left leg. Now squeeze the back of your left glute. Rotate your outer right hip down. Draw your shoulder heads back. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, drop your right foot. Bend your knees this time, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sit down, reach up. If possible, connect your palms in front of you. So you're making almost like that steeple grip we had in the Sun-A, but with flat palms. It's gonna add a little bit of stretch for your outer armpits. And then notice where your head landed there. Rather than jutting your chin forward, bring your earlobes to align with your biceps. Maybe even look up at your thumbs. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, stand up. Bring your hands by your side. Little shoulder shrug, neck roll. Just a moment to check in with your body. All right, our 3 steps today. Reflect, evolve, repeat. Be aware of how your body is showing up in every posture, how you could refine, go deeper, or change something. And then we keep doing it. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Sit deep. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Right leg back. Inhale, crescent moon, drop your right knee. Exhale, high plank, shoot your left leg back. Chaturanga, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And big breath out. Go 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Through your nose, breathe in. And through your nose, breathe out. All right, let's change it up. Inhale your right leg high, kick. Exhale, knee to nose, just 1 time. Round your spine forward. Inhale, heel high. Exhale, low lunge, step 3. Inhale, warrior 2. Bring the knife edge of your left foot down. Spiral your arms up to 90 degrees. Bring the back line of your arms parallel to the mat. Extend through each middle finger point like you could touch the opposite ends of your room. And lengthen the tips of your ears up towards your ceiling. Keep the positioning of your lower body. And inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. So you can rest your right arm on top of your thigh for a little bit more support. You can come down to the inner part or the outer part of your ankle. A block might be helpful here as well. Then notice the transfer of weight all the way into your right leg. Bring about 20% more body weight into your left foot. Contract your right oblique so that you can spiral your left side body open. Option to look up towards your left hand or forward or down. And stay low in your legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Extend and stretch through your right rib cage. Square your shoulders to the long side of your mat. Hug your sitting bones together to bring some weight out of your feet. Then deepen the bend of your right knee. Breathe in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your right foot back. Flow through your chaturanga or take it to a cobra. Upward facing dog or cobra if you're modifying. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left heel high. Exhale, knee to nose, curl and round your back. Inhale, heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2, rise up and open. Set your gaze over your left middle fingertip. Extend your right fingers another ½ inch back behind you. Carve your left sitting bone underneath your body. Then lift the inseam of your right leg. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm as kind of a resting or kickstand on your left thigh, or you can take the block inside or outside of your left foot. Shorten the distance between your right armpit and your right hip bone. And use that to help lift your left side up just an inch. Stay this low in your legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Notice any shift away from your left knee. Lift your inner right arch and find a comfortable gaze, either up or forward or down towards your right foot. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. It's one big move. Plant your palms, step back, and land in your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Free inhale. And free exhale. Another one like that. Big breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step or big jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, maybe touch the ground, and look up between your thumbs. Exhale, standing mountain. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold. Take it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Look up. Exhale, chaturanga. From here, plant your palms. If you're jumping back, land in your half plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pull your belly back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, Kira. Awesome. Inhale, lift your right heel high. Exhale, right knee to your left elbow. Cross underneath your body. Inhale, heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Use your left arm to rise. Exhale, extended side angle. Maybe come a little bit lower. Inhale, reverse warrior. Push through your left foot and your right foot. Exhale, chaturanga. One move, high to half plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left heel high. Exhale, left knee to your right elbow. Clear cut underneath you. Inhale, heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Lift up, lengthen. Exhale, extended side angle. Stretch it out, deepen. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay low. Exhale, chaturanga. Find your flow. High to half on one breath. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step or jump. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. How can you evolve round two? Exhale, standing mountain. Inhale, chair pose. Sit back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. I'm going to choose a couple push-ups here because I'm feeling spicy. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Inhale, your right leg high. Right knee to your right shoulder this time, crunch. Inhale, kick. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. You're doing great. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Maybe it's an ekapada. Float your right heel back as you lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel high. Left knee, left shoulder, lift and squeeze. Inhale, heel high. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Your breath, your movement. Option for the ekapada. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath, fill up. One breath, empty out. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Listen closely. Diagonal extended or an extended diagonal. So you're going to set up almost like you were going to go into a nice low extended diagonal. Then reach your arms forward and off of your mat. So it's almost like down dog in the upper body and then extended side angle in the lower body. If you have a yoga block, you can place that block. I'll back up so you can see. I'll place that block out in front of you. And it's like that block is cemented to the floor. Pull against the block, but don't let it move. Working to open up the whole underline of your armpits. If you don't have a yoga block, You can do the same thing with your fingertips. Imagine there was double-sided tape underneath all 10 fingers. Pull back, stick your butt out, bow your chest out. Same thing on the other side, spin it to the left. So extended diagonal. Set up your base like extended side angle, then reach your arms up and over off of the right side of your mat. If you're using that yoga block, anything for traction, it can be a yoga block, it can be your fingertips, hug your shoulders back, stick your butt out, and then bow into this deep inner thigh stretch. We're gonna hit warrior 2, top of your mat in 3, 2, and 1. Spin it the other direction in, and then rise up. Nice job. Exhale, extended side angle. Really getting the inner thighs today. Half bind. Take your left hand behind your back, work it towards the crease of your right hip. And then option if you'd like to go for bound warrior. Bring your right arm underneath your right thigh. Draw your left shoulder head back. Keep everything moving towards the sky. Breath, energy, focus. Even though your feet are heavy and grounded, bend your right knee a little bit more deeply. Breathe. You're doing so great. Reverse warrior is next. Release your bind. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, chaturanga. High to half plank, ekapada, or ekapada plus push-ups. Design whatever fun variations feel good. Down dog. All right, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. This time we're gonna spin it over to the right and then Skandasana. So bend your left knee. Your torso will face the long side of your mat and extend your right leg out long. Option for hands to the ground to be a little bit more stable, or you can bring your hands up behind your head just like we did in frog and our standing back bend earlier. If your knees are healthy, keep your hands up. Switch to the other side. Bend your right knee and extend your left leg long. Pull energy from the ground up as you weight your hips down. Feel the stretch on the inseam of your left thigh. All right, we're gonna hit warrior 2, top of the mat in 3, 2, and 1. Warrior 2, rise. Exhale, extended side angle. Half bind, bring your right hand behind your back towards the crease of your left hip, or full bound warrior, bring your left hand underneath you, grab for your fingers or clothing. Push more weight into your right foot so the back line and the outer side of your right hip engage. Lift your right side body to lengthen your left. Breathe. All right, reverse warrior. Inhale, unbind, lift up. Exhale, chaturanga. Ekapada, pulse or push up. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Pull back. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look up at your thumbs. Exhale, jump all the way through and down onto your back. All right, nice work, everybody. I'm gonna give the arms a break for a moment. Supine figure 4. Bring your right ankle over your left thigh and lift your left shin bone off of your mat. Bring your elbows wide, basic crunch. Up, down, lift, and lower. So you can take a figure 4 crunch with your legs static or add a heel drop. So it's up and down as you extend, or rather as you descend your torso, drop your left heel to your mat, and then curl everything together. Work your right elbow towards your right knee, but also work your left elbow towards the sole of your right foot. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place both feet down and we'll switch. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Lift your right shin up and stay right here. Just your upper body working in its crunch, or everything together. Lift, lower, lift, lower. So if you do everything the way that you always have, nothing changes. In order to keep evolution happening, to keep transformation ignited, we have to push into things that are new. So if you feel like you've got the ability to go a little harder during our core, please, I encourage you to use this time to really step out of your comfort zone. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good, both feet down. If you have any neck sensitivity, you will only take the leg lowering phase of our jackknife. If your neck is healthy, watch me first because your gaze will stay straight up. Bring your hands outside of your hips. Send your legs up the wall. Use your low core to lift into a reverse crunch. All the way up, almost like a shoulder stand. And then drop down. As soon as your tailbone touches the ground, you'll lower your legs to the mat and then come back up. Neck sensitivity, you're only gonna take the lower half of this, and that is fine. You will feel it, I promise. Otherwise, full jackknife, up, down, lower, and lift. Press your hands into your mat so that your upper body stays anchored and stable, allowing your core and your abdominals to work against that pillar. All the way up and down. Good, we have 4 more. Nice, use your breath to help keep you focused. 3, big exhale on the hardest part. 2, nice. And 1. Bring the soles of your feet down. Single leg cross body sit up, looks like this. We'll start with your right leg planted. Extend your left leg out to the diagonal. Bring your elbows wide, sit up, and bend left knee, right elbow. Inhale, lower back down with control. Up, down, up, down. Lift and twist over towards the extended leg, the left leg. 4, nice. 3, 2, and 1. So good. Left leg down, send your right leg out. This is the second time I've done these today. All right, lift, oh my God, and rotate. But we gotta do it. We have to get the core on fire to help support with some tricky but fun arm balances that are coming up. So you sit up, bend your right knee and twist your left elbow towards your right knee. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw your knees in, rock up to a seat. We're gonna finish it with reverse tabletop lifts. So I like the wrist stretch in this. Flip your palms to face behind you. Otherwise, your palms can face in if your wrists don't feel as open right now. Simply lift into reverse tabletop and lower back down. We're gonna do 8. Exhale and inhale. Should feel pretty nice after a lot of spinal flexion, back curling and crunching. That's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work, yogis. Downward facing dog as well will meet. However you want to get there. If you want to take a jump through to chaturanga or just step on back. Down dog is your destination. Hold it for a couple breaths. So this is your reset. This is your reflection opportunity. How are you feeling in your body? Where are you open and strong and vibrant and alive? Where are you starting to fatigue or guard? You breathe into all of it fully. Nourish your body. Open mouth, exhale. Let go of what you do not need that you're holding on to. Again, like that, big breath in and deep breath out. Inhale, look past your thumbs. Frog squat, jump. Jump your feet outside of your hands and bring your hands to heart center. Yeah, we're gonna do a few of those. If for whatever reason, jumping isn't your thing, it's not great for your body, you can just step like we did earlier in class. Plant your palms, we're gonna jump it back to down dog. Use your core, land with your knees bent. Down dog. Yay, super fun. 2 more times. Jump it up to frog, hands to heart, so your legs are doing the work. Plant your palms, use your core, lift your hips, and bend your knees on the landing. Yes. Good, one more. Look forward, frog. Plant your palms, jump back, down dog. Good, this time step or jump up to frog for crow pose, Bakasana. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders, spread your fingers wide and lift your knees to the top of your hips. Rock your weight forward, pulling one or both heels off of your mat. If you have a block and you're newer to this, you can also use your block as a little shelf to pull your knees up. So you're not quite lifting your feet off the mat as high, but it's not necessary. So we did all that work to jump back to down dog. You've built a lot of the muscle patterns to jump back to chaturanga. Imagine roller skates on both of your feet. You're gonna land in your low plank. In 3, 2, and 1. Shoot your legs back, land halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. If you wanna give that another go, you can. Otherwise, down dog, 3 breaths. Full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in, full breath out. Last one, fill up and sigh it out. Inhale, lift your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge, Untitled. Rise up. And get your act together. If you're feeling a little wobbly, widen your stance. Ungrip your right toes. Steer your right hip back and your left hip forward. From the belly, breathe in. Exhale, draw your thumbs down to the midline. Inhale, hinge from your waist. Exhale, revolve from your core. Revolved crescent lunge. Palm to palm is a great option, or you can take the left fist and stamp your right hand on top of your knuckles. Or you can open your arms to fly, depending on where you are in the upper body, how loose and open you're feeling, or how tight and restricted. Run your breath like a thread in between every single vertebra. Big inhale. Twist deeper as you exhale. Again, like that, fill up. Rinse and wring it out. Inhale, look down. For runner's lunge, unravel your arms, widen your stance. And we'll take the left knee to your mat for this version. If you feel like you want an even deeper stretch in your forearms, feel like the better option, take those. Otherwise, hang and just feel where your body is still holding. Especially as we start to open into the deep inner groin line area, there's a lot of natural constriction that happens. Any of the vulnerable areas in our body, whether it's the core, the throat, groin line, when we start to open those areas, the body wants to close them in. And it's our job to tell our body, we're safe, we're okay. We're playing with that boundary of what we're used to so that we can evolve into something else. Let your hips be heavy. Let your breath be slow. I'll work your right foot into the center, lift your left knee, and open out into bound warrior. Take your right arm underneath you, your left arm up behind you, and interlace your fingers. So your hands don't have to touch for this to be effective. You can work your fingers towards one another. I do want you low in your legs. All right, here's where we're going. I'll show you first. Ekapada Kundanyasana 2, or hurdler's pose. Now look down, place your right hand outside of your right foot, so to the right side of it. Place your left hand to the left side of your right foot. Now spin to the ball of your left foot, so your hips have become square to your mat. Pull your right heel around your right forearm into your right hip. So you're coming around and into your right hip. Shift your weight onto your palms, lift your right foot, and try lifting your left leg. So you can take this with your left tricep as a shelf for your left hip, Or you can stand your hands a little wider and challenge yourself. That's hard for me today. So take it off of that little kickstand. So you're up, lift your head, and we'll meet back in downward facing dog when you're done. Give that right leg a little shake. Done a lot to open up parts of the right leg that don't generally get open in the way that we move our bodies day in and day out. And just notice one leg might be a little longer than the other, probably the right leg. Breathe into both hips equally. And then breathe out, push your hands into your mat. Inhale, lift your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent, Untitled. And take the little micro refinements that you need to feel balanced, stable, and proud in this posture, right? You cannot be in high crescent without feeling a little bit like a badass, right? Like, yes, I got this. Breathe in. Exhale, thumbs to heart. Inhale, hinge forward from your belly. Exhale, rotate. You're gonna feel your hips come back into alignment. If they were open, they're level now. Squeeze your outer hips together, fist to palm, palm to palm, where you can extend and stretch fingertip to fingertip. Drive through the heel of your right foot. Soften your left toes. Inhale, look down. Exhale, runner's lunge. Widen your stance. Let your right knee rest just for a few breaths. Relax your chin towards your chest and breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. All right. The arm balance didn't feel like your thing. You can at least get a little more shoulder opening from bound warrior. So bring your left foot to midline, lift your right knee, and open out to bound warrior. Take your right hand behind your back, meet it with the left. Rotate your right shoulder head back. So it takes a lot of side body strength to hold that hurdler's arm balance. Use your obliques right here to lift your torso. Then look down and we'll prep. Plant your left hand to the side of your left foot, right hand to the inside of your left foot, and spin to the ball of your right. Now pick up your left heel, sweep it around your left forearm, squeeze it toward your left hip, shift forward, and launch, lift your right leg. If you're ready for a little more, you can kick your left leg out as well. Awesome. Downward facing dog when you are done. Feel the balance in your pelvis. Rotate your inner thighs up behind you. It's gonna get your femur to align nice and neutral in your hip sockets. Big breath in and deep breath out. Again, fill up and empty. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees if you want to take that jump. It's hips up first, feet forward second. Halfway lift and fold. Bend your knees for chair pose with Skandasana. And eagle on the left, Bakasana. So left arm underneath. Add your left leg up and over your right leg. Squeeze in. Pull your shoulder blades back. Pull your chin down and then press the back of your head towards the wall behind you. Squeeze everything in your body in towards the center, 1 inch. Then bend your right knee and lower down 1 more inch. We'll keep your arms bound for eagle armed airplane, Skandasana to Bakasana. Unravel your left leg and straighten your right. Exhale, tip your torso forward. Push the sole of your left foot behind you. And lift your inner right arch. It's going to activate the inseam of your right leg so that you've got a full 360 muscle activation for your standing support. Toppling tree, unravel your arms, reach back. Interlace your fingers to the webbing and punch your knuckles behind you. Begin to tip your torso forward towards the top of your mat. So every inch your torso lowers, let your left leg lift. Standing splits, release your hands to your mat. You can stay here or grab onto your right calf. If you want a little bit more arm balance, plant your palms. You can take some little hops into handstand. Boom. Not my thing right now with a lamp and a plant and a couch in my way, but maybe you've got more room. Yeah, nice, Taylor. Great job, last 3. 2, cross-legged fold on 1. Sweep your left leg in front of and around your right. Kiss your pinky toes together. Have your left calf on top of your right shin. Walk your hands over towards the left. So that right leg just did so much work. Should be getting a nice opening through your outer right hip. And come back to center, unravel your feet. Shake out your legs. Do it all on the other side. Inhale, chair pose. This time, eagle on the right, Skandasana. Bring your right arm under, your right leg up and over your left. Position your low body first. Track your left toes straight forward. Then position your upper body. Press your left knee to the left. Pull your right knee to the right. Draw your shoulders back and down. Eagle arms airplane, see your transition first. Unravel your right leg up and then extend your expression. Kick through the sole of your right foot. Lift your right heel to the line of your right sitting bone. On this side, stretch your elbows forward. A little bit of a different opening to the back body. Toppling tree, unravel your arms, reach back, find your grip. Make a fist punch. And then start your descent. Level your hips, even as they lower. Standing splits, release. And this is it. You've got only a few more moments. It's going to be a memory before you know it. So stay with it or take your little handstand hops. And we'll meet in that cross-legged fold this time. Sweep your right leg in front of your left leg. Walk your hands over towards the right. And back to center, unravel your feet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, your last chaturanga of class. Plant your palms. If you're jumping, bend your knees. Land with your elbows bent. Up dog. And downward facing dog. Big breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, high plank, shift. And lower all the way down to your belly. Count of 4. 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to take Skandasana variation or locust pose variation. Reach your hands behind you with your palms facing up and bring your forehead to your mat. Now inhale, lift your head, neck, shoulders, and hands. Exhale, lift your heels, and then lower back down. Free breath in, full breath out. We're going to do it again. Inhale, upper body, head, neck, shoulders, hands. Exhale, lower body, and then release. Free breath in, free breath out. One more time. Inhale, upper body. Exhale, lower body. This time, right ear to the mat. Relax and look over your left shoulder. Give your hips a little shimmy, side to side. And then chin to center for floor bow. Dhanurasana, bend your knees, kick back, grab the outer edges of both feet. Press your hip points down and breathe in. And then exhale, kick both feet into both hands. Lift your kneecaps up behind you. Gaze down the length of your nose. See if you can squeeze your butt muscles a little bit more to lift your legs. For 3, 2, and 1. Release, left ear down, look right, hands to your side, windshield wiper your legs side to side. And gaze center, extend your legs long, press back, child's pose. Bakasana. And downward facing dog. Curl your toes and lift your hips. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring your right hand to your wrist. Extend your left leg back. Give yourself a little prop up on your fingers so that the left hip flexor gets a little longer. And exhale, melt down. If you have a block, my favorite place for that block is right underneath my sternum. Might feel good for you underneath your forehead or your hip. If you show up the same way every single time, nothing changes. You can use every posture in a yoga practice as an opportunity to practice getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, trying the new things. You've never done anything if you haven't tried it first. So maybe you want to go a little deeper into your half pigeon. You can also take a twist in this variation with your left arm underneath. Come back out of it. Now ground your right hip down. Just extend your left leg long. And take Janu Shirshasana variation, so not quite the forehead to knee. Add a little bit of a twist. Reach your arms up. Exhale, fold over your left leg, but then grab the knife edge of your left foot with your right hand. Take your left fingers outside of your left hip and turn your torso to the left. I know that no two bodies are the same, but there's a lot of things that are pretty similar. If you're like my body, get really tight underneath your shoulder blades and into your low back. And this feels like the best stretch in the world. And take it a little deeper if that feels good. And come back to center. Cross your legs, downward facing dog. Balance out that side, then lift your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Flex your left toes and extend your right leg behind you. Prop up to add a little bit more stretch through your right hip flexor. And then exhale, come down. If you've been doing yoga for a while, or even if you haven't, you probably know that the postures really only start to get good when you want to get out of them. So just notice that moment where you're ready for something else, whether that's just the challenge of paying attention and not having stimulation, or if it's the sensation in your body is intense. That's the sweet spot. That's the place where evolution happens. Stay through that. Add on if you want a little twist or some way of getting deeper. Come out of it, lift your chest. Keep your left leg bent and extend your right leg out to the side. Your single leg seated fold. Bow over your right leg. Grab your right pinky toe side with your left hand. Place your right hand outside of your right hip and then twist over towards the right. Come back to center. I'm just going to extend your left leg long from here. Bend your knees and make your way down onto your back. Extend your left leg long, pull your right knee in. Our final spinal twist is supine twist. Cross your right leg over your body. And before you open your arms into your favorite variation, just take your right hand onto your right rib cage. See if you can get one finger on a rib, on each rib. And pull your right rib cage over to the right. Take your left hand and pull your right thigh over to the left. So you're giving yourself an adjustment before you open into extended arms or goalpost arms. Back to center, move slowly and square your hips first. Then extend your right leg long, draw your left knee in. And exhale, supine twist. And give yourself that same adjustment, because if you've ever taken a live yoga class, you know that this is like the best adjustment on the planet. Can't do it right now, so you gotta do it to yourself. One finger on a rib, each finger on a rib. Pull your right hip, left hip rather, over to the right, and pull your left rib cage over to the left. And then release into your straight arms or goalpost arms. And come back to the center, square your hips one more time. For a modified happy baby, bend your knees. I'm just gonna pull your knees around your ribs and hold on to your shin bones. The intention here is that you feel the width and the weight of the back of your pelvis. So before we go into Shavasana, which actually can put some strain on your low back, feel that kind of softening and melting and widening of your low back and hips. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. And deep breath out. And draw your knees into center for a final squeeze and hug in gratitude. Curl everything in. Big breath in. And exhale to your Shavasana. Extend your legs out long. Rest your hands by your side with your palms up. You can snuggle your shoulder blades in underneath you to help open your chest. Try to maintain that weight and space and stability of your low back and hips. At the beginning of class, I mentioned that the intention of asana, or the movement in yoga, is to clear and open the channels of energy in your body so that you are as pure and grounded and as open of a vessel as possible for meditation. And this is kind of that segue or that transition from the dynamic movement, from the asana into the meditation. So you can allow your mind to kind of become lighter or more disconnected. And deepen your breath. It doesn't mean that you have to get out of Shavasana and end your practice if you're comfortable where you are. It's just bringing awareness to what your body needs next. And if that is moving on, come up to a seat. Your eyes closed and your hands connected at heart center. And take a final moment in gratitude for the strength of your body, the gift of being able to show up strong and healthy, the technology that you need, the resources that you need to move and connect and breathe and evolve so that you can continue on that path of transformation for yourself and for the people around you. Bring your thumbs to third eye and bow forward, namaste. All right, thanks Tuesday crew.